fasting-mimicking diet was developed by Professor Valter Longo. He is a professor of Gerontology and Biological Sciences and director of the Longevity Institute at the University of Southern California. If you find it hard to follow a regular fasting routine, where you have to refrain from eating for around 16 hours a day, then fasting-mimicking diet is the ideal solution. Today we're diving into 6 benefits of the fasting-mimicking diet, or FMD for short. This innovative approach to eating has been making waves in the health and wellness community, and for good reason. Let's explore what it's all about and why it's got scientists and health enthusiasts so excited. So, what exactly is a fasting-mimicking diet? Well, it's a clever way to trick your body into thinking it's fasting, while still allowing you to eat some food. It's not about starving yourself, but rather about carefully controlling what you eat for a short period of time. The most well-known FMD program is called Prolon, which lasts for 5 days. During these 5 days, you follow a specific meal plan that's low in calories, protein, and carbs, but high in healthy fats. The goal is to mimic the effects of fasting without completely giving up food. It's like fasting with training wheels, if you will. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone want to do this? Well, the potential benefits are pretty impressive. Let's break them down. Number 1. It could make you biologically younger. A recent research found that people who completed 3 monthly cycles of the FMD reduced their biological age by an average of 2.5 years. That's like turning back the clock on your cells. Number 2. It might help with weight loss. The FMD has been shown to decrease abdominal fat, which is often the toughest to lose. In one study, participants saw a significant reduction in their trunk fat mass compared to those following a Mediterranean diet. Wait, there is more, but do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe, down below. Number 3. It could improve your heart health. Research has found that the FMD can lower risk factors for cardiovascular disease in people with obesity and high blood pressure. Number 4. It might help manage diabetes risk. The diet has been associated with lower insulin resistance and improved blood sugar control. Number 5. It could boost your immune system. Studies have shown that the FMD can increase the ratio of certain immune cells, which is an indicator of a more youthful immune system. Number 6. It might be beneficial for people with autoimmune conditions. In animal studies, the FMD has shown promise in improving symptoms of conditions like multiple sclerosis. But here's the really cool part: you don't have to change your eating habits for the whole month. The FMD is typically done for just 5 days, and then you go back to your normal diet for the rest of the month. It's like a reset button for your body. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds too good to be true. But there's actually some solid science behind it. The FMD was developed by researchers at the University of Southern California, led by Dr. Valter Longo. They've conducted numerous studies on both animals and humans to understand how this diet works and what benefits it might offer. One of the key things they've found is that the FMD can trigger a process called autophagy. This is basically your body's way of cleaning house, getting rid of damaged cells and recycling their components. It's like a cellular spring cleaning, and it's thought to be one of the reasons why fasting can be so beneficial. But the FMD isn't just about weight loss or looking younger. It might also have some serious health benefits. For example, some studies have suggested that it could help reduce the risk of certain cancers and neurodegenerative diseases. It's even being investigated as a potential complementary treatment for cancer patients. Of course, like any diet or health intervention, the FMD isn't for everyone. It's always important to talk to your doctor before starting any new diet, especially one that involves significant calorie restriction. People with certain health conditions, pregnant women, and those with a history of eating disorders should be particularly cautious. So, how does a typical FMD cycle look? Well, it usually goes something like this. 1. For 5 days, you follow a specific meal plan that's low in calories, protein, and carbs, but high in healthy fats. 2. The meals are plant-based and include things like soups, energy bars, drinks, and snacks. 3. You also take supplements to ensure you're getting essential vitamins and minerals. 4. After the 5 days, you return to your normal diet for the rest of the month. 5. This cycle is typically repeated every 1 to 6 months, depending on your health goals and your doctor's recommendations. You can make your own fasting-mimicking diet based on the following 4 rules. A low amount of calories, around 700 calories per day, low sugars, low proteins, high in unsaturated fats and minimal saturated fat. Throughout the diet, you'll want to focus on plant-based foods that are low in protein and carbs but high in healthy fats. Some foods to include in your shopping list are vegetable broth, leafy greens, lettuce, spinach, kale, arugula. Various vegetables like carrots, celery, zucchini, cucumber, tomatoes, broccoli, and cauliflower. Berries, apples, oranges, and plums. Nuts like almonds and walnuts. Olive oil. Quinoa and brown rice, in very small amounts. Legumes like lentils, soybeans, black beans or kidney beans. One of the things that makes the FMD interesting is that it seems to offer many of the benefits of fasting without some of the downsides. Traditional fasting can be tough, often leading to hunger, fatigue, and headaches. But because the FMD allows some food intake, many people find it easier to stick with. But it's not just about making fasting easier. The FMD also seems to offer some unique benefits. For example, while both the FMD and the Mediterranean diet led to weight loss in one study, only the FMD group saw a significant decrease in abdominal fat without losing muscle mass. That's a big deal, because maintaining muscle mass is important for overall health, especially as we age. The FMD has also shown some intriguing effects on markers of aging. In one study, participants who followed the FMD showed changes in their blood markers that suggested a rejuvenation of their immune system. They also saw improvements in risk factors for diabetes and cardiovascular disease. But perhaps one of the most exciting findings is the potential impact on biological age. Your biological age is a measure of how well your body is functioning, as opposed to how many years you've been alive. In the study we mentioned earlier, participants who completed 3 cycles of the FMD saw their biological age decrease by an average of 2.5 years. That's pretty remarkable for a dietary intervention that only lasts 15 days over 3 months. Now, it's important to note that while these results are promising, more research is needed to fully understand the long-term effects of the FMD. But the early findings are certainly exciting and have sparked a lot of interest in both the scientific community and the general public. So, is the fasting-mimicking diet right for you? Well, that's a decision you'll need to make with your healthcare provider. But if you're looking for a way to potentially improve your health, manage your weight, and maybe even turn back the clock a bit on your biological age, the FMD might be worth considering. Remember, though, that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to health and nutrition. What works for one person might not work for another. The key is to find an approach that's sustainable for you in the long term. The fasting-mimicking diet offers an intriguing new approach to harnessing the potential benefits of fasting without giving up food entirely. As research continues, we're likely to learn even more about how this diet works and who might benefit most from it. It's an exciting area of study that could have significant implications for how we approach health, aging, and disease prevention in the future. So, there you have it. A deep dive into the fascinating world of the fasting-mimicking diet. Whether you decide to try it out or not, it's always exciting to see how our understanding of nutrition and health continues to evolve. Who knows what other discoveries might be just around the corner? Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay healthy.